My job was to protect the characters and make sure that they ended up being the same characters that kids love from the books, but on the screen, bigger and better somehow.
How did The Bad Guys become a movie? Was it always a plan when you started writing the books?
Never in my wildest dreams did I think it would actually happen. Because I love movies so much, I can't tell you how much I love movies. Like, it's the whole universe for me. When I started doing it, it was my version of doing a movie, I guess, but it just happened to be in a book because I thought I can't make a big movie by myself, so I'm going to do it in a book form. And then it's come full circle and turned into a great big movie. So that is a strange experience. All the Hollywood studios got interested because the books were becoming popular, and I went across and I took it to all the different studios, and a bunch of them wanted to make the movie, but DreamWorks just were the right studio for it. They just got it more than anybody else did.
Which of the characters are you most like?
I'm sorry to say I'm probably the closest to Mr. Snake. I do love Mr. Snake, and I'm particularly in love with Mr. Snake in the movie. He's my favorite character. I love him.
You're supposed to save them, not eat them? Well, I'd say they've gone to a better place.
Which of the characters is most fun to write for?
Look, it's hard. It's like picking between my children. It's really hard, but I do love Mr. Piranha. He's really good fun.
If you could pick a skill to have from any of the characters, what would you pick?
Mr. Wolf's incredible panache. I think he's just, that's been an unexpected side result of this, is that people are finding Mr. Wolf really great looking. Who knew that was going to happen? That was the last thing we were thinking, but there it is.
Did you write and draw stories as a kid?
I kind of did. At high school, I did actually, but then I got distracted by other things and started doing that instead. As a kid, I moved around a lot, and I was obsessed with movies, and I used to kind of draw things from movies, but it always used to frustrate me because I wanted to kind of make the movie somehow, but I didn't know how to do that at the time. And I grew up before iPhones and cameras, so we just didn't have a camera in our house. It just wasn't a thing. So yeah, I would kind of draw things, but I used to get frustrated by it at the time because I didn't know what to do with it. Now, if someone had told me, I would have been, if what I was going to end up doing, I would have been drawing comic strips all the time. I don't know. I don't know why. I never thought to as a kid. I don't know why that was. It just wasn't around me, I guess.
You're also an executive producer on the movie. Can you explain to our readers what that kind of means?
So what that means is that every time there is a draft of the script, so it begins with the idea, and then someone does the first version of the script, and then as an executive producer, along with the other producers, we look at the script and we write a whole bunch of notes about things that we love, things that we don't love so much, things that we think could be better, throw in ideas. And then they go away and they do the next version of the script, and then we do the same thing. And then eventually at some point they start animating it and doing little scribbly animations. And then we do the same thing. We watch that and write a million notes about all the things that we love and the things that we don't. And then as the progresses from those sort of page to the scribbly animations to the really blocky, weird middle animation to the finished animation where the lighting and all the beautiful facial expressions are on. And as the journey goes, hopefully what happens, which is what happened here, is you start writing less and less notes. And then eventually on that last one, I didn't even enter my head to have a note. Everything I was watching was just something that made me feel happy. That's what it is my job was to, and my job also was to kind of protect the thing from the books that I love and I think kids really like. Keep that alive, the spirit of the books, whatever that is, and the characters. My job was to protect the characters and make sure that they ended up being the same characters that kids love from the books, but on the screen, bigger and better somehow. And that's what I think has totally been achieved.
Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. If you want to check out more cool videos, be sure to like and subscribe to our channel. Kzone you later.